Well, my first project of the day is to get rid of this tree and hopefully get on a new post box. My son-in-law mentioned that this is kind of a metaphor. How many years did that post box sit there with the name and everything of the people who lived here, and then before I'm even in the house, a tree wipes it out?
I apologize that I keep calling this thing a post box. It's a mailbox. In America, it's a mailbox. I don't know what they call it anywhere else, but I don't know. It was a brain burp at the time. Welcome back to the channel where we're trying to rehab this old property as we are in our retirement years. That's always the best thing to do when you retire, is add just a huge amount of labor to your life. But hey, you know what? I'm having a good time. At least sort of. I like working with a chainsaw. Too bad that most of my work is not involved using a chainsaw. By the way, don't do as I do. I am not an expert in the use of chainsaws, and I might be doing something at some point that's totally against safety protocol for all I know. So just enjoy this as the form of entertainment that it is. The dead tree was a willow. I don't know that for a fact, but my mail lady came by and she said, "Oh, you're cutting up that old willow." And I said, "Is it a willow?" And she said, "Oh, yes, it was a willow." And she said all those little branches that you see off there to the left were new willow trees trying to grow up. And she's probably right. I'm trying to nip them in the bud, so to speak, at the moment. As I was minding my own business here working on the tree, what I didn't realize was I wasn't really minding just my own business. I was getting into the business of ants. There was a colony of either carpenter ants or acrobat ants in this tree, and one of them got me. I didn't even know that it had happened. I looked down and I see this ant latched on my arm and didn't think another think about it. Well, let me tell you, that became a saga of truly epic proportions for yours truly. I'll go into that in a moment.
So I'm kind of taking slivers out of this because the trunk's pretty wide at the base, and I've got an 18-inch blade chainsaw. Trunk of the tree and some of the smaller brush has been taken out. That is awesome. This is the place that the tree took out my mailbox.
Obviously, I'm shouting to be heard over Mozart.
So, most of what I cut down's been picked up. I don't know if you see the post box sitting there. This is weird, but my neighbor, Tim, who I've barely met, came out and gave that to me. He had an extra sitting around. Just wanted me to have it. Now, how cool is that? So this is my last load or my next to last load. Not sure. Got a little bit on the other side of the gate to get.
All I'm really doing here is using the trailer to get parts of the tree to the burn pile on my property, and also taking back where I'm stacking firewood. Let me tell you though about the ant bite. Thought nothing about it. A few days later, my arm had erupted in this nasty rash. Went on prednisone, that didn't touch it. I went on antibiotics, that didn't do any good. I started breaking out in hives. I had red going up my arm and down my side. Went to urgent care, and when I took my shirt off, the lady went, "Holy crap!" Excuse her French, but that's what she said. And yeah, they put me on more stuff, and it took like 8 weeks for me to get relief from this ant bite. Don't know what that means. It probably just means that I'm allergic to that, and I'll probably have to do something about it. But that's what you get for living out in God's country. But you do get firewood, you get beauty, you get your exercise. That's okay. I like it.